Hadith of Ibn Abbas in Sahih al-Bukhari. He says, كان رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم أجود الناس. The Prophet صلى الله عليه وسلم was the most kindest and most generous and most lovely of people. وكان أجود ما يكون في رمضان. But he was even more lovely, even more generous, even more sweet, even more kind when it came to Ramadan. Why? حين يلقاه جبريل. Because Jibreel عليه السلام would come to meet him. And he would meet Jibreel عليه السلام on a daily basis. يدارسه القرآن. They would study the Quran together. He would recite from his memory and Jibreel would check it. Or يعارضه القرآن in some narrations. He would present what he had memorized to Jibreel and Jibreel عليه السلام would check it and present back to him. So on a day-to-day basis in the Prophet's Ramadan sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the focus is on nurturing that relationship with the Quran. But there's something very interesting here. The effect of the Quran on the Prophet ﷺ is visible. People can see that this man has been spending every day with the Quran because he's different. We know the Prophet ﷺ was the greatest of people, but he was even greater in Ramadan. Why? Because of the impact the Quran would have on his heart. The Quran would enhance his generosity. The Quran would increase his kindness. The Quran would increase his sincerity. So you and me, every day we open the Quran to read our juz of Quran. We treat it like a chore. We treat it like a ritual. We want to get rid of the pages, get to the end of the pages. And if you ask a colleague at work, a non-Muslim colleague at work, do you see any difference in Abdul Rahman this month? Do you see any difference in Muhammad and Fatima, Maryam this month? Or are they the same as they are outside the month of Ramadan? You know what they'll say? Actually, yeah, there's a big difference this month. Muhammad is more irritated. Muhammad has a short temper. Fatima has Snapchat me 3 times today. And when I say, what's up? They say, well, I'm fasting. So fasting becomes the excuse for us to become worse in our character. Become more harsh, more short-tempered, more quick to answer back, more quick to slay and cut people. But the Prophet ﷺ, his closeness to the Quran in Ramadan, it had a visible impact. People could see the difference on him. And the way they described the difference in him, they said, his generosity, his kindness in Ramadan was like the pleasant breeze. Everyone would be touched by it. You know, if the wind passes by here, it will touch all of us, right? We'll all feel the wind on our skin, on our surfaces. When the Prophet ﷺ had a daily connection with the Quran and his Quran teacher Jibreel alayhi salam, it had a difference in every moment of his life and it touched everyone around him. You and me, this Ramadan. A non-Muslim should be able to tell the difference in you and me this Ramadan. They should be able to tell, I don't know what's got into him or her, but this person has started to behave extremely patiently, extremely kindly, so punctual, so generous, so soft-spoken, so pleasant to be around. Like